Hi guys, Jeff here, and I am at the doggy park. And let's take a quick look. Here's Jenga and some other dogs and Jinxie. So you guys never really got a good look at my dogs. So anyway, someone asked me, Jeff, could you give me advice? I have a 6-year-old son, so I figured now is a good time to give you some advice. So parents, if you go back and watch any of my videos, I've done a whole bunch of videos on parenting. I have a 19-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 15-year-old at the time of this video. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to parenting. And I am going to tell you some things. Now, we're talking about the age of 6. So we're going to focus in on 6 and not other ages. 6 years old, you've already had 6 years to teach your child whatever you want it to teach him or her. Well, it's a son in this case, but for a boy or a girl. So remember that the first 6 years, they are like a sponge. And when I say a sponge, parents, you can teach your children whatever you want to teach them. You can teach them to be good. You can teach them to be bad. You can teach them to be Muslim. You can teach them to be Christian. You can teach them to love people or hate people. You can teach them to be a golfer, a gymnast. So it is you, parents, you that are solely responsible for what that child is taught up to the age of 6 and beyond. But we're focusing in on 6. So to set the background, you've already programmed that child for 6 years of something. Most likely, whatever you felt the child needed to learn. Just remember that the decisions you make at that age of teaching a child is going to carry for the rest of their lives. It's going to be instilled in them like having a seed in the ground and watering it. And it's very important that you take this very, very seriously, parents. Now, 6 years old, the biggest thing up and through to the age of 6, and I say it over and over, is attention. Your children they were designed by God to want your full attention. And so, to the parents out there, 6 years old. 6 years have gone by. Now, for those of you that haven't given your children the majority of your time, now is an absolute perfect time to start. If my words are reaching you, it's very possible that it didn't happen by accident. Maybe someone wants you to start giving your time to your children. This goes for mom or dad. You've heard of my other videos, if you're a fan of my channel, that I trained myself to hear the phrase "daddy look." Every single time I heard "daddy look," dropped what I'm doing, and it's very, very hard. And I looked because I know what that means to a child. Think about why they say "mommy look" or "daddy look." Think about from their point of view. See, the thing is, we look at things from our point of view. Let's look from their point of view. Here is a 6-year-old boy or girl, and this goes for any age. That's all going to stop. It's going to stop shortly around the age of 6. Daddy look. Mommy look. They want your attention. They look up to you. You're their hero. For the first 6 of their life, 6 years, you've been their hero. And for many parents, you still are. When you hear that phrase, "mommy look," that means you pause your TV show That means you stop doing the dishes. That means you put your life on hold for those next 30 seconds. And that's all it takes. 30 seconds. Mommy, look. So my advice to people that have a 6-year-old or younger, when you hear mommy, look, daddy, look, you drop what you're doing, whatever it is, if you can. You always can't. There were times I was on the phone with a customer. No, I can't hang up on a customer. I put my finger up and I let them know, okay, 1 second, 1 second. And if I can, I just ask the person to hold on real quick. And then oh, really? Wow. And then you give them a reaction. And just think that every time you do that, you are making a deposit into their life. You are sending them a deep, deep message that they are going to store inside of them for years and years to come, that they can count on you. You will always be there for them. You will always look. And when they get older, it's going to go from puzzles and building things to diplomas, job promotions. Who do you think they're going to come running to? I want that for the rest of my life. As long as I'm on this earth, I want them to come to me for anything. Do you want that? I think you do. Most parents do. So my dear friends of YouTube, if my words are reaching you, please resonate on them. Let them sink in. To the people that are parents, daddy, look, mommy, look. My advice is to start right there. That the next time they say to you, mommy, look, daddy, look, you look every single time, no matter how small, whatever reason they have their own reason why they are coming to you and why you need to drop whatever you are doing and give them your time and your approval. And you tell them, wow, that's incredible. Great job. They want your approval. Remember, you're their hero. You're not just mom or dad. You're not just paying the bills. You're also their hero. So my advice, be their hero and be a good one. Yes, you're going to have to take your mind off of yourself. I understand that. Yes, you are going to be interrupted. I understand that, and oh, I was interrupted. Daddy, look. Mommy, look. Powerful. Listen to my words. Don't just listen, do. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. What is she doing? Jinxie's going crazy out here. All right, folks, I will let you go. Thank you. I hope that I answered your question. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to go to any video and just drop them right on this video, and I will try to answer your questions. So there's my advice to those who have a 6-year-old.